This game is going to be a lot different this time around because I think Timber's going to get the right matchup against the Timbersaw this time around.
Dire's middle tower
It's another 90 gold used on top of the Sonic Wave being on cooldown now. So it's 8-minute rune though. Sammyboy's not really having a good game either. It's like 8 minutes into the game. Normally these book timings are like from 6 to 8 minutes. Oh, actually no, sorry.
For Hector in the top lane. Long thought out plan there from Zoomers as they converge to 3-on-2. But nicely set up with Monkeys Forever getting involved. Zoomers are moving in on the advancement, and they're going to be able to grab the bounties. They'll grab 3 out of the 4 bounties, it looks like here. Oh, no, unless Scofield was able to get that one, but it will make him pay.
Gunnar's actually rushing Vessel this game, which is smart. It's something to deal with this Timbersaw, which they don't really have anything yet.
Vessel Quap, it must take a very special type of game for that to happen, and Gunnar recognizes that this is going to be the time to get it. TP's gone. It looks like Zoomers will sidestep any sort of aggressive approach from Beastcoast side. More time for Hector to kind of farm through the top jungle, but if you look at net worth, top 3 all belong to Zoomers at the moment. Nice Purge, and Ice Path, and Macropyre, and Disruption. It's a lot of hate for a Coddle. Coddle turns it around with a Will-O-Wisp and could set up Hector for a kill, which would make it a nice exchange. He gets 2 kills from it.
That's worth it. Super worth that.
Get baited by Coddle. Smoke it looks like here from Zoomers. Is it behind an item timing? Oh, the Spear Vessel not done yet.
They're trying to wrap around for mid tower.
Shapeshift, Necro Book 3, running in. Nice disruption to stop the Chris Luck TP out, and they'll easily clean him up. Goes right into a tier 1 tower, and
I do like what he's doing now, but I feel like he should have been doing it much sooner. Like, play in their face. Like, you don't need to be hitting this passive jungle. Your hero's like unkillable, and if they ever do kill you, here's a fight to out.
Will-O-Wisp, Ice Path on the other side. Looking to bump him back, and this is where the Beast Coast cores run into action. There's no Chris Luck for this one. See how much they can get done without him. Wisper does end up falling down, and that's when the rest of the team looks to retreat out. They're baiting him back in. Chris Luck waiting, though, in the trees. Maybe to consider popping the ultimate. Does not fully commit yet. A bump to the low ground, but there's the Sonic Wave, able to get the closure onto MoOz. Get up. It seems like they're going to do it without really any contention at all for the time being. MoOz and company nearby, but not confident enough to kind of move in. Plenty of gatekeepers out here. I mean, Monkeys Forever is like throwing himself into the team, diverting focus, and pulling attention elsewhere. All for the greater good.
This Hector just finished up his Ags.
And now he's TPing to the fight. I think it's time for Beast Coast. They want to make something happen regardless of Aegis or not.
Especially like Chris Luck, they're always constantly fighting on the other side of where Hector's playing. And like what Scofield's doing, he's constantly stacking and dragging waves for Hector like the farm.
There goes the shapeshift as Chris Luck shows himself in the top lane. Monkeys is there to catch him, and now the damage comes in, and they blow him up. Chris Luck will be dead and out for nearly 45 seconds. And Zoomers are returning the chat wheel.
Oh, look at mid. The Zoomers is actually already looking into setting up. This is a fast play by them. They're showing everyone showing top, and
we see Beast Coast trying to pull focus to the bottom lane. Will-O-Wisp committed, but just a swift blink out. That's all she wrote. And they see Scofield, but they want to get Gyro. He's the big target, and they'll be successful on that.
That was such a beautiful play. They used 1 TP in the tier 2 bottom and 2 TPs in the tier 2 mid. Lycan was still showing top. He was pushing very, very aggressively, but just to show like, hey, like we're still here. But in reality, they were just setting up for this like nice kill here. I like this play a lot by them. It was really fast.
So they have to get back to the drawing board, back to the farm grind, and waiting for their next power peak, if you will. And Zoomers still scoping out Beast Coast turf. Don't want to allow them to get any safe farm as they move in. Hector getting spirited up. Wisper flying on through, looking to go for that swift takedown of Monkeys Forever. But Monkeys is able to jump out the other side. to rendezvous with the rest of his team. Wisper thinks about chasing, but the rest of his team can't quite commit the same level of catch.
This pipe that Timbersaw is building, unless I'm mistaken, looks really not so great. What is it for, Jakiro? The flop screen?
Yeah.
Should have rushed the greaves.
These may have been enough to kind of mend that kind of damage, but here we go. Beastcoast committing in the Will-O-Wisp. Wisper fights under it, looks to go for Ocean next. And there's the move in from Gunnar, and he's able to get the swift takedown of Scofield now. Follow-up potentially for Wisper after the Yules. The damage to Lycan just going to be too much. The White Wolf, White Bang, runs up inside the base. Sammyboy looking for where MoOz will settle, finds him and gobbles him up like little bits of kibble. Gunnar getting the last hit as they are just on an absolute tear. 5K net worth advantage, 11 to 17.
See you later, nerds.
Gyro only died once in that whole meantime. He finished his BKB and so did Chris Luck. So they're going to use their item timing right now to run this tower.
Now's the real test for Four Zoomers. If they can come out best in this fight, then the game could be theirs. But this is a big moment for Beastcoast now with the new items we were just talking about. Sammyboy running in, running back and forth, using a lot of time on his shapeshift without being able to find an accurate target. But also the BKB being fully expended here from Hector. Neither team able to really find the opening they seek. But now a new approach. Chris Luck with his own BKB, looking to take it back to Gunnar. The Will-O-Wisp locking him in his place. The team can't really interfere. Now Monkey King dropping down the ulti. Still not able to get the catch on the Gunnar. They'll settle for Ocean for now. Gunnar hides behind this tower, and Ocean going to be buying back. Wisper blasted apart. Still able to dish out the damage for Zoomers. Get the big tanky one down. They'll also get MoOz. Monkey's forever on a rip-up right now as he scores the triple kill. And Scofield trying to hide behind the trees, somehow, some way, makes it back home, but he's the only survivor here.
You want to keep poking and just being able to, like, you know, not overcommit at the same time. It's having a balance. I just feel like when Beastcoast just kind of plays, it's like sometimes once they commit, they're just fully committed, and there's no backing.
Now they have to decide if they're committed on getting the hell out or not, because here comes the Zoomers. They run down, they murderify that old man. He's gonna be forced to buy back. Boom, boom, they both go down. Oh man, Chris Luck and Wisper fall at the drop of a hat. It's all on Hector now. And he's already committed the ulti. He now pops the BKB, stands, plants, tries to fight them all off, but he is doing no damage at all. And it's 4 Zoomers finishing off with a Sammyboy triple kill of 5. There's not enough on the Zoomers lineup to justify that pipe is going to be nullifying enough. At least enough of a threat.
Oh, like an ulti.
And now Wisper, you'll see, is he tries to stay alive, but all he can do that fight is just turn and walk away. He'll now be forced to dive into his pockets for the buyback. This might be it, man. This might be it. Hector just gets blasted down. Can't do anything on the back of a BKB. Chris Luck also murdered. These guys are eating their tips now, and they're going to be going back to the bank. GG's called. This one all Zoomers, and deservedly so. And even more commanding game number 2 by them. Congratulations, and it was a very important series for Zoomers as well. They're in such a variable position between being stuck in the lower bracket, making it into the upper bracket, and hell, if they can win out, a chance for taking even top seed apparently.